Okay, let me fix this real fast. Hold on a second. It's kind of lacking with the brightness. Guys, we're live. All right, we're live with another one, and the topic of discussion today uh is the sad reality, guys. Sad reality of what happens, you know, to a lot of these fighters. Okay, it's not only Nick Diaz, it's not only Shane Carwin. It's a lot of other fighters that are not talked about. You know what I mean? So, how you doing, Larry? How you doing, Larry? What's up? What's up? Hopefully you're having a good one, man. Bless, bless. But yeah, man, it's a sad reality. It's a sad reality for these fighters. You know, right now there's a lot of rumors out there going around of what is going on with Nick Diaz. I don't want to spread any more rumors, but um, I know a little about a little. You know what I mean? So, when it comes to Nick Diaz, he did get pulled from his Vicente Luque fight. Okay, so he won't be fighting Vicente Luque, which means maybe the rumors are true, right? Um, but I'm not gonna go ahead and pinpoint which are and which aren't. I just know that obviously Nick Diaz is not at good health. Okay, he just isn't. All right. Now, what are the specifics? Um, like I said, I know a little about a little, so I don't want to go ahead and spread any more rumors. But yeah, there are other rumors out there what specifically is wrong with Nick Diaz, but I'll leave that for you guys to surf. You know what I mean? I don't want to put that information on here just because I'm a fan of Nick Diaz. And yeah. Um, Now, guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like and subscribe. It takes minimal effort. All right, to give me that thumbs up. Okay, minimal effort. Okay. Yeah, guys. So I just I wonder if Nick is gonna get the true help the true help he needs. It's just been so many years doing the same thing, and uh, yeah, he definitely don't belong in the octagon. He just definitely doesn't belong in the octagon. I'm happy that the UFC actually pulled him from the Vicente Luque fight, and I just wonder what really truly is going on. You know what I mean? Just because there's so much information out there right now today, but I just wonder what's going on. They should have just made Tony Ferguson versus Nick Diaz. Yeah, they should have made that years ago. They should have made that years ago. Unfortunately, they never did, man. And now it's too late. Oh man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Blessed Paris, France, man. Never been. I wish I can go, guys. I wish I can go. If you're new to the channel, guys, like and subscribe, okay? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? What's up? But yeah, guys, when it comes to Nick Diaz, man, I hope he gets the help that he needs. Um, I don't know what specifically is wrong with him. You know. What's up, man? What's up? How you doing? Why you got such a big nose? I don't know, man. I have no idea. You know what I mean? That's the way I was made. You know what I mean? And can't hate on it. Can't hate on it. Cannot hate on it, guys. But yeah, when it comes to Nick Diaz, I just wish him the best. As a fan, I wish him the best. How you doing, man? How you doing? Blessed, guys. I wish him the best, and I hope that like I said, I hope he gets the help that he needs. I just don't know if it's a little too late for Nick, man. The Stockton brother needs more help than available. I think so. I do think so. I hope the UFC steps in. Well, I hope Dana White helps and steps in, man. Just because I don't know, man. There has to be a program. There has to be a program for this because there's a lot of guys out there, that are post, fight career that they go through this trauma. They go through this trauma and they're unable to really uh, live, and work in a normal society. You know what I mean? So, I made a video about Shane Carwin, with his whole ordeal, about you know, his CTE situation, and yeah, I think a lot of it comes from. I think a lot of it comes from Nick. I mean, from Nick. I think a lot of it comes from you know, fighting, from all the injuries, you know, from all the trauma. I think a lot of people forget, you know, fighting. You know, they say it's 90% mental and 10% physical. And yeah, you get a lot of injuries, but I honestly think, you know, the injuries you get in your within your mind, you know, the trauma you get within your mind, is even bigger than the physical. Poor Nick, he's the most real guy in UFC history. He sure is, man. He sure is. I like Nick. I like Nick a lot. You know, that's why I'm saddened. I'm saddened by the situation. Um, and as soon as the UFC pulled him from the card and he wasn't fighting Vicente Luque, I knew right away something. You know, I knew right away the rumors might have been true. You know, so yeah, I thought he was, you know, training over there in Texas because I heard rumors that he was over there in Texas preparing for Vicente Luque, and you know, he was getting ready out there, and you know, he was training. But apparently not. Apparently not, man. I mean, maybe he was, but I mean, it didn't finish well, and it didn't end up well. I could tell you that much. I could tell you that much, guys. And that's one UFC fighter right there, and Nick Diaz that, you know, I will never make fun of that man. You know what I mean? I will never make fun of that man. I just want to see him get help. That's all. The man got done dirty. Uh, yeah, man. You know, that suspension for 4 years for marijuana use, guys, marijuana use, and they gave him a 4 year suspension, guys. That's if that's not crazy, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. They took his whole career from him. You know, there must have been somebody, you know, somebody that worked within that whole industry that just didn't like Nick Diaz, and you know, just aimed to end him. And that 4 year suspension, man, it did him wrong, man. It did him wrong. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Marijuana, but people getting popped for PEDs just getting 1 year suspension. It's crazy, Larry. It's crazy. Do you think you can fight better on THC? Uh, I don't know. I don't know about fighting better on THC. I definitely roll better on THC, right? Uh, you know, doing Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and being on THC, I think it's a good mix. I think it's a good mix, guys. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Yeah, man. People are getting popped for PEDs. People are getting popped for cocaine. People are getting popped for multiple things, and they're not even, you know, they're only getting 1 year suspension, or not even that, 6 month suspension. So, and it's even more depressing when you realize they allow marijuana now. Exactly, yeah. Now they allow marijuana. You can smoke it. You can eat it. You can inhale it. You can do whatever with it. All right, and yeah, it kind of sucks, man. It kind of sucks, but yeah, man, I'm saddened, guys. I had to make a video about Nick Diaz just because I'm saddened. I'm saddened about the whole situation. Uh, yeah, I wonder how bad you know, CTE these guys have. Like, I wonder how bad is it. You think you know, it has a lot to do with that? You think it has a lot to do with CTE? You think it has a lot to do with you know, with brain injury? You know, a lot of this situation. Because I mean, I happen to think so, man. You know, Nick Diaz, he has been on some wars. You know, he's one of those fighters that he uses his stamina as a weapon. So he'll stand right there in the pocket and punishment, because he believes in his stamina, and he'll be there in the later rounds. Rolling with dudes is my favorite part of watching UFC. That's good, man. That's good for you. That is good for you. That is cool. Tupac Shakur. What's wrong with Tupac Shakur? What's wrong with Tupac Shakur? Nah, legit. After what happened to Tony, every time I see someone with a good chin get knocked out, I get scared. You should, Larry. You should definitely get scared. That's the issue. That's the issue at hand, right? When you play around with your weight, and you consistently lose weight, you lose water. You consistently play around with that water in your body. Um, yeah, you're not realizing you're breaking down your body, man. You're slowly breaking down your body, and we saw that with Max Holloway. I think that had a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hey, look, Il Tapoya is a monster, but don't get me wrong. I think a lot of it had to do with Max Holloway cutting back down to 145. He had bulked up, gained some weight from 155. So I had a lot to do with that water. Agreed. Yeah, man. Yeah, you have to especially when you're getting older in the mixed martial arts game. You shouldn't be fluctuating in between weights. That's why Alex Pereira, he ended up going to light heavyweight, because he knew he was getting older. He didn't want to cut to middleweight. He's a lot bigger guy, so he competed as long as he can in middleweight, and then he ended up moving to light heavyweight. And I think eventually he plans to fight at heavyweight at his natural weight, which he walks around. I want to say at 132. I mean 232. So yeah, not a lot of people take into account how hard it can be to move up and down weight classes. It's very hard, man. It's very hard. I'll tell you that. It's not easy. It is not easy, guys. Not easy at all. You have to take into consideration, dieting. You have to you have to take into consideration the amount of water you actually intake, the amount of water you're basically getting rid of. Fight week and fight day. I mean, not fight day, but weigh day. When you weigh in, there's a lot that goes into it, guys. There's a lot that goes into it. I think that also plays to brain damage as well. You know, I think it's the fight before the fight. You know, uh, in hindsight, in hindsight, wouldn't have preferred my boy Max stayed at lightweight. I definitely think he should have stayed at lightweight. I don't think he should have went down back to 145. I think he was doing just fine at lightweight. Um, he's moving back up. He's moving back up to lightweight. He's going to compete in that division, but I think he should have just stood there. I honestly think he should have just stood there, and yeah, there should have been no reason why he needed to come back down and compete. Against Ilia Topuria. I know it's a great fight. It's a great fight to put on. We saw it. Ilia Topuria put him away, but I honestly think the weight situation had a lot to do with it. Um, but again, all respect to Ilia Topuria. The guy has knockout power. Guy's disgusting. I mean, even though Max has always stayed at featherweight, he's always just looked like death at that weight. And he definitely didn't look good. He definitely didn't look good. This time around. This time around, I don't think he, losing all that weight, he looked really really good. I don't think so. You get what I'm saying? The guy is a big guy. Max Holloway is a big tall guy. He got thick bones, man. So when he loses weight back, to get to 145, that's a significant amount of weight. I think the guy walks around at almost 200 pounds. I tell you, I'm telling you what, I tell you. I do think he'll be fine though, even if his chin is slightly compromised. He got the skill. He definitely got the skill. He definitely got the skill. But you know, when you're fighting in that in the you know in a heavier division, you definitely want to take a little break. You definitely want to take a little break. You know, so if I'm Max Holloway, I take almost a year break. You know, almost a year break. I say he shouldn't do much of anything. Uh, I would just do Brazilian Jiu Jitsu or wrestle or stuff like that. I wouldn't do any striking or anything like that for about a year, man. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't do anything for like about a year just because you got to protect your brain, man. That's the name of the game, you know. Yeah, agreed. Guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Please like and subscribe, okay? It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up, okay? Click that bell notification, all right? Um, now, I wish we would have seen Nick Diaz fight for the BMF title. That would have been so dope, man. Who would have beat? Who would have he fought? Who would have Nick Diaz fought for the BMF title? Trump. What about Trump? What about Trump? I would have loved to see Nick Diaz fight for the BMF title, man. I'll tell you what, that would have been dope. Nick Diaz versus George Masvidal. Prime Nick Diaz, right? Prime Nick Diaz and uh, prime George Masvidal. That would have been a good one. That would have been a good one. It's saying, it's saying, I don't know what, I don't know what this guy. Oh man, there's some weird people out there, guys. Stay away from weird people, guys. Okay, stay away from weird people. All right, keep them away from your lives. Hide your kids, hide your wives. All right, you have to do that in this world. They got some lying, conniving sons of bitches out there. All right, so you have to be very, very careful. All right, be very, very careful. But don't worry, guys, because what goes around comes around. Okay, and karma is a motherfucker. Karma is a motherfucker, man. Yeah, I would have loved to see Nick Diaz. Uh, Imagine Nick Diaz versus Sean Strickland. That would have been dope. I'm not where I am. I'm supposed to need you. Yeah, people take your channel down. All right, I'm out of here, bro. This guy, this guy needs to get out of here. This guy's out of here. This guy's trash. But yeah, man, I would have loved to see Nick Diaz versus Sean Strickland. That would have been an interesting fucking press conference. Can you imagine that? Sean Strickland versus Nick Diaz. Prime Nick Diaz. Oh my god, that would have been so fuck. The press conference would have been lit. Oh man, there would have been so much shit talking. Sean and Nick probably would have had some of the most wholesome press conferences. Oh man, it would have been so amazing. It would have been dope. I would have loved to seen it. I would have loved to seen it. I'll tell you what. I would have loved to seen it. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Bless, guys. Bless and bless some more, guys. All right. I gotta go here soon. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. I'm probably gonna stay here for the next. I want to say 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. This live, because I actually don't think Sean would have much problem with Nick as a person. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it would have been. I don't think it would have been. Yeah, I don't think it would have been that way. But I do think it would have been a hell of a press conference and a hell of a face off. It would have been a hell of a press conference, a hell of a face off. It would have been definitely different. You know what I mean? Definitely different. Man, yeah, Nick Diaz at his prime, man. Nick Diaz at his prime. That's why I'm saddened, people. That's why I'm saddened, guys. I'm totally saddened. I really wish Nick Diaz the best. I really do. I really wish him the best. I hope he gets the help that he needs. Which fight do you want to happen? What fight do I want to happen? I want Francis Ngannou to fight John Jones. That's the fight that I want to happen. But it's never gonna happen. Apparently, the UFC they didn't want to put that fight together. You know, but that's the fight I would have liked to see. John Jones versus Francis Ngannou. Like for me, I want Tamaya versus Shavkat. I don't want to see that. You know, that's a welterweight versus a middleweight. Uh, you know, I'm good. I want to see Chamaya versus DDP. That's what I want to see. Chamaya versus DDP in Africa. That's what I want to see. I want to see that in sometime in spring of 2025. That's what I want to see, guys. I want Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker. That's a good fight. Maybe they'll book it. Maybe they'll book it. You know, I know Justin Gaethje is still, top five, in the lightweight division. So I don't see why they wouldn't put that. Dan Hooker he's on a roll right now. So a win over Gaethje would definitely put him in place to fight for the belt. But that's a tall order. That's a tall order. I'll tell you that much. But that's a great fight. Gaethje versus Dan Hooker, great fight. And I really want Charles Islam too. We might get that. We might just get that, but we'll see. You know what I mean? Because I think Islam has plans to actually move up to welterweight, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Artem and post fight. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens with that one, guys. All right, I'm about to get out of here, guys. We got some exciting fights this weekend. This UFC fight night is for free. You can catch this one for free. You got to wake up early in the morning if you live in the U.S. You got to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch the prelims, and you got to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, to watch the main card, guys. Elia might move up if Islam dips out and tries to take the lightweight strap. Yeah, most likely. Maybe he would, but he still has to. He still has to, defend his belt a few more times before I see Ilya Taporia move up. That's for sure. Might be perfect timing. It might just be perfect timing. Once Islam moves up to welterweight, uh, I think that lightweight is hard for him to cut. So maybe he moves up to welterweight, takes that belt, and we see him, walk away. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because if Bilal Muhammad is there, I highly doubt that they'll fight. You know what I mean? I highly doubt that. Nah, Islam versus Charles will go same as previous one, but Islam versus Armin, two would be a banger. Well, that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? That's gonna happen here soon. I know they're both training for that fight, so we're gonna get to see that fight again. I would like to see Ilya versus Poirier, even though it won't happen. No, that fight won't happen. It is a hell of a fight, though. It is a hell of a fight. I think Dustin Poirier has a better chance of knocking him out. I'll tell you that much, because that guy could bang. Dustin Poirier could bang, guys. He literally can. That guy comes out and makes it very hard for any fighter to get comfortable in there. That's a good fight. That's a good fight, but definitely not gonna happen. Definitely not gonna happen. I don't know who Dustin Poirier fights. Honestly, Poirier has gotten better with age, which is rare. He has gotten better with age. He really has. He's really put it all together. That last Islam fight, that shit was fucking classic. That fight was awesome. That was a great fight. But I mean, you tell me a boring Dustin Poirier fight. I can't tell you a boring Dustin Poirier fight. I'll tell you that much. Volk versus Poirier would have been a good comeback for Volk. Nah, I don't think so. Hey, apart from MMA, which sports do you follow? I don't really follow much of any other sport. I just follow like the Knicks. I follow them, just because they're a good basketball team. They're my one of my favorite basketball teams. And I also follow a little bit of hockey. I do follow a little bit of hockey. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe. I gotta get out of here. You guys be good. Okay, like and subscribe. Click that bell notification. All right, give me that thumbs up. It takes minimal effort. This was gonna be a short one. This isn't the normal, hour live that I do. Yeah, hockey. Yeah, hockey. That's also what I watch. But yeah, guys, I wanted to keep this one short and sweet. Uh, Topic of discussion today was Nick Diaz. Unfortunately, I hope he gets the help that he needs. Like I said, there's a lot of rumors out there about him. I don't want to put any more rumors out there about him, but you guys can go search for that. But I hope the rumors aren't true, and I hope he gets the help that he needs, and he gets back to good health. You know what I mean? But thank you guys so much. Y'all have a good one. Bless. Until next time. You already know. One love.